these because I know it's beneficial. And I was on YouTube last night after school and I was looking at the statistics, and there's not very many people watching these videos. Is anybody in here regularly watching them? Okay, good. So a couple people, there on each video there was about 3 or 4 for your class that were there was like 3 or 4 views on them. Yes, ma'am.
Are you like, can you see who's watching them?
No, that part I haven't been able, I can't do. It just tells.
One of their kids from other
It just shows you like how many people.
Could be kids from other places. But anyway, all right. So d times of equals is same idea as f times of equals is. Writing things out. We're just dealing with decimals instead of numbers, and this is should be easier for you in terms of the fact that you use calculators. I'll allow you to use calculators. So the division on this, you just type it in the calculator and you've got it, versus the fractions and having to reduce down and stuff. So you have a problem that is written out. What decimal part of 240 is 90? So the WD would be your decimal or your variable. Of is times 240 is 90. Is means equals, of means times. So Xavier, what did you say you need to do on this?
You need to divide.
By?
90?
No.
Or 240.
Divide by 240,
Yeah,
since
right.
it's with the variable.
I got it. So that's how you write it.
And then when you type that in the calculator, you get?
It's 3.75, which is 3.34.
Say it again.
3.75.
You.
It's 2.66. It's 2.6.
Aha. Here's the lesson in itself. It's separate. The top number is the number you type in first.
Yes.
So type 90 divided by 240.
Okay, dot 375.
There we go. Decimal 375. Xavier, do me a favor.
Yes.
Read that decimal properly.
375 hundredths.
Thousandths. Good. All right. So 375 thousandths is your decimal value when you divide that. Always put the top number first into your calculator. And a lot of people turn that around, and I see it on papers a lot where we turn that around. So be careful of that. Okay, next problem. This has this 4/10. Could you write 4/10 as a fraction?
Yeah.
Yes. But is 4/10 a reducible fraction?
Yes.
So if they're writing that as a reducible fraction sound, then what they're talking about is the decimal of that. So 4/10 we can write as 0.4, 4/10. And that's why we need to know our decimal place values. 4/10 of is times, we have our abbreviations, what number is 72. Working with a student yesterday who knew what he was supposed to be doing on these problems after he would write it down, but he was trying to solve them before he wrote them out. Take the 5 seconds that it requires, write that out so you can see it on paper what you need to do. Don't try to solve these in your head or try to figure out what to do before you write them out. Just write them out, and it makes it much, much easier to see what to do. What do we need to do here, Brianna, to solve for this? To solve for WN. Divide by 0.4. Good. So divide by 0.4. Put that in your calculator, and you should get a whole number value. Chris, there.
180.
What do you get?
180.
180. Is that what you had, Chris?
No.
Make sure you put 72 in first, and then the 4. So that was 180. Could you have, or would it have been okay to have had a decimal answer?
No.
A decimal, it's okay to get a decimal for the what number part too. It doesn't have to be a whole number value. This can have a decimal as part of its answer and be okay. Just because it says what number doesn't mean that it can't have a decimal value. All right? Again, they have 4/10. That's a reducible fraction, so then they're implying that it needs to be written as 0.4 of 72 is what number? Kelsey, do I have to do anything weird on this problem? just have to take 4/10 times 72
Yeah, it's 28.8.
and 28.8.
I knew it was 27.
I think we have one more. Nope,
Nope. Yes.
that is not your assignment. Although I am gonna.
Hey,
What did we do yesterday? We did.
you might be taking something off.
Please.
Let me make sure that I'm gonna add a little bit to it, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a good assignment though.
I know.
Maybe I can get it done.
Okay. On the 15 through 20, so I do want you to do 1 through 14. That's all. Then on the 15 through 27, you pick 5 of those to do. And then you have the 28 through 30.
I totally forgot about that.
It's not connecting to
It's
the
like
page.
14. Yes, there it is. Okay.
So you pick 5 to cross out, or you pick 5 to do?
You pick 5 to do.
I don't want to stop it. Confused on this.
From 15 to like 7?
It's 19.
It's still going.
Just a second.
You don't want to stop it.
Okay, good
Like,
point.
then just.
Yeah.
Might have to start.
Go ahead.
Square, but
I practice black magic.
you don't want it.
It's gonna be right there somewhere.
Hold on.
Lower.
Step.
Here.
And I'll hit it multiple times.